Sophia University in Japan conferred an honorary doctoral law degree to President Aquino in recognition of his crusade in pursuing a corruption-free and efficient government service in the country. Yana Dormitorio has the story.
President Aquino has stressed the importance of learning to rise from mistakes and failures. This is the President's message during his conferment of an honorary doctoral law degree by Sophia University on his second day in Tokyo for the 40th ASEAN-Japan Commemorative Summit. He mentioned the reforms under his watch to run after those who abused power and malversed people's fund.
We must realize only when a society learns the lessons of its past can it truly move forward. Perhaps some of you are familiar with the horrors that our country had to go through only a generation ago, and my people's struggle and eventual triumph to restore democracy. One man's quest to make himself the one and only supreme law led to the establishment of a dictatorship under Ferdinand Marcos. It was an active quest against tyranny that ultimately led to our 1987 Constitution, which seeks to create a society that is just, humane, and inclusive. This is what my mother upheld during her term. But unfortunately, not all of her successors shared that same dedication. This led my mother to continue campaigning for democracy even after she left office, even if it meant speaking out against some of my predecessors who committed grave abuses of their power and trampled on the rights of a lot of our countrymen. It is also what led me to the presidency, because the message that the Filipino people delivered in the 2010 elections was clear and unequivocal. The vicious cycle of impunity, inequality, and corruption must end. It must be replaced with a virtuous cycle that replaces secrecy with transparency and replaces doubt with confidence.
The university's conferment of an honorary degree to a Filipino was first given to Father Horacio de la Costa in 1973, who also served as the president's inspiration.
In such a lopsided fight, my father embarked on a hunger strike to protest the lack of a fair trial. It was during this chapter in his life that Father de la Costa, whose opinion my father truly respected, imparted his wisdom to my father. He said, and I'm paraphrasing at this point in time, "If you think you are brave because you are willing to die, I tell you it takes more courage to live." I took this to mean that dying is your problem. Living, you continue with the struggle and the fight for that which is right. As a member of a younger generation, both as a product of a Jesuit education and as a Filipino, I am heir to the wisdom of Father de la Costa and to the wisdom of all the great men and women who have come before me. I am duty-bound to continue where they left off, helping my country tread the path towards social justice and economic progress, pursuing not merely growth, but inclusive growth. I am conscious that as I speak in this campus today, I speak for my entire nation, a people with whom the Japanese have built new and enduring ties of friendship.
The Sophia University chose President Aquino for his global contribution to implement political and economic reforms. Japanese people were also heartened by the Philippines' gesture to immediately extend assistance during the 2011 killer quake that devastated Japan. Under the Aquino administration, peace in Mindanao is now attainable. Japan is part of the International Monitoring Team and International Contact Group for the Government MILF peace process. The President on his part said, through straight path of governance, the Philippines is now being recognized as one of the fastest growing economies in the region. He said, Japan is one of the first countries that supported his mother, former President Corazon Aquino, when she took power after the overthrow of the Marcos dictatorship.
The lessons can be gathered from the words that have long been enshrined in this university seal, Lux Veritatis, the light of truth. All of us, men and women, Japanese and Filipino alike, must strive to be bearers of light in the darkest moments of our fellow men, offering the illumination of comfort and company. By focusing on the other, we enable all to rise out of apathy. We begin to find collective solutions to our problems instead of being defeated by what a single individual may consider a daunting task.
This is Yana Dormitorio for News at 1, Junior Edition.